I don't think that the pop culture zombie craze that exists here in the States today would exist if these were the zombies that we're talking about.
Yeah. Before we jump into today's topic, show us some love, subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, and follow our Instagram page. That said, let's get started.
Happy belated Halloween, everybody!
Happy belated Halloween! We dressed our dog up
Just for you.
to see. He's so happy to be wearing this.
Aww.
It's ridiculous. Mr. Pumpkinhead. All right, let's go, buddy. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
So we're excited about sharing a chilling experience with you that happened to us in China in 2013.
It's gonna shake you to the bone, people.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Day 3 of our tour through China took us by pedicab through one of Beijing's Hutong neighborhoods.
With the nicest, most wonderful tour guide, which was so cool.
So cool, guys. You have to see him. We stop in front of this entryway to this private residence, and she begins to tell us about the threshold to the door, and this is when things get really interesting.
The reason for the threshold is because they want to keep out the Jiangshi.
Jiangshi?
Hamburger.
Amber.
Hamburger.
Amber.
Ham.
M.
Bur.
B.
Gur.
Gah.
I actually want to read to you what a Jiangshi is described as. Okay, peeps. So, a Jiangshi is also known as a Chinese hopping vampire ghost or zombie. It moves around by hopping with its arms outstretched. It kills at night and rests during the day.
So imagine growing up in these hutongs, like our guide did.
Yeah.
Her grandmother would tell her these old stories about these Chinese zombies.
You're a kid.
Terrifying.
Right? Let's say you have to go to the bathroom late at night after hearing all these stories.
Because they don't have bathrooms in their houses there.
No bathrooms. There's a public toilet like down the street, right? So you have to wander these dark alleyways into a public restroom that has no electricity with the thought of Jiangshi popping out of another alleyway, hopping at you, and is ready to come at you and take your chi or your life force. Crazy.
You would never go to the bathroom after dark.
No.
Winters would be terrible though, because it's dark for a lot longer.
That's true. So while she is teaching us the folklore history of the threshold, we start hearing this chirping coming from behind her.
She turns around and she sees a baby bird. And what does she proceed to do? She picks it up.
Yeah, well, that's disgusting.
She turns around with a baby bird in her hand, straight out at our faces.
Straight out at our faces.
The U.S. State Department had just released a warning about a bird flu outbreak in China the week before we arrived. I immediately offered her hand sanitizer.
So she denies the hand sanitizer. She's put the baby bird down by this point, and then she starts impersonating the way that the zombies move. She puts her hands straight out and begins to hop toward us.
With her bird hands.
So Jen jumps behind me and grabs me.
I would have pushed him forward, probably.
I think you kind of did push me forward.
I think she thought by our reactions that we were scared of the zombie.
I think so too.
So she stopped and put her hands down and we were all good.
It was great.
We thanked her
without shaking hands.
Yeah, without
just a smile and a thank you. And went on our way for the rest of our trip. I hope we didn't scare you too much with our zombie story. If you're over in Beijing, make sure you visit the Hutongs and ask your guide about the hopping zombies of China.
And maybe your culture has some cool traditions steeped in ancient folklore, or maybe you heard some really cool stories along the way on your travels. Please share those in the comment section below. We'd love to read them.
And make sure to tune into our travel channel every Thursday for travel tips, reviews, and information on destinations.
Thanks for watching and keep finding ways to travel smarter.